My name is Leo. I am 10 years old. I live on a cold street. The street is dirty and loud. Every morning I hear dogs bark, people shout, doors slam hard. My house is very small. It has one room. My mother's name is Anna. She is always tired. She works all day cleaning houses. At night, she comes home and falls asleep. She does not smile anymore. My father left when I was 5. I do not remember his face. I only remember his shoes walking away. I have no toys. I have no books. I have one old jacket. It has holes. The cold wind comes through. At school, children laugh at me. They point at my torn shoes. They say, "Look at poor Leo." I sit alone. I eat my small lunch, one piece of bread. I watch other children eat sandwiches and apples. But I have a secret. I love to tell stories. When I am alone, I make up tales. I act them out. I become a brave knight. I become a kind king. I become a boy who saves the world. One day, I whisper to myself, I will be somebody special. When I turned 12, something terrible happened. My mother got very sick. She could not work anymore. "Leo," she said one night. Her voice was weak. "I am sorry. I cannot take care of you." "It's okay, Mama," I said. "I will take care of you." But one morning I woke up alone. My mother was gone. On the table was a note. "My dear Leo, I went to the hospital. Be strong. I love you." I waited for her to come back. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week. She never came back. The landlord came. He was angry. "Where is the rent money?" he shouted. "My mother is sick," I said. "Please wait." "Get out," he said, "now." He threw my things outside. My jacket, my old shoes, my mother's picture. I picked them up. I put them in a plastic bag. I had nowhere to go. That night, I slept under a bridge. It was so cold. I could not stop shaking. I cried for my mother. "Mama, where are you?" I whispered to the dark sky. The streets became my home. I learned many things. Where to find food behind restaurants. Where to sleep under bridges in parks. How to stay warm. Newspapers are good blankets. How to stay safe. Avoid angry people. The library was my favorite place. It was warm and quiet. I could read books there. The librarian was kind. Her name was Mrs. Mary. She had white hair and gentle eyes. "Hello, Leo," she always said. "What story will you read today?" I loved books about brave heroes. I read them over and over. Sometimes I acted out the stories. I used different voices. I made faces. Other homeless people watched me. Some clapped, some smiled. It made me happy. One old man named Tom said, "You are good, boy. You make us forget we are cold." At night, I performed for the stars. I told stories to the moon. I promised myself, I will not give up. I will be an actor one day. One evening, I was performing near the train station. I was acting a scene from my favorite book. A boy finds a magic stone that grants wishes. I wish for a warm home, I said loudly. I wish for food. I wish to see my mother again. People walked by quickly, but one man stopped. He wore a nice coat. He had kind eyes. He watched me for a long time. When I finished, he clapped. "What's your name?" he asked. "Leo," I said. "Where did you learn to act like that?" "From books," I said, "and from my heart." The man smiled. "I am Mr. James. I help young actors. Would you like to try acting for real?" My eyes grew big. "Really? Me?" "Yes, you. Come to this address tomorrow." He gave me a card. I held the card like it was gold. I read it 100 times. James Walker, Talent Scout, City Theater Building. That night, I could not sleep. I was excited and scared. The next morning, I washed my face in a public bathroom. I tried to make my hair neat. I wore my cleanest shirt. The theater building was beautiful. It had big doors and shiny floors. I felt very small. I don't belong here, I thought. But I remembered my promise. I will not give up. I walked inside. A lady at a desk smiled at me. "Are you Leo?" she asked. "Yes," I whispered. "Mr. James is waiting. Room 5. I found room 5. Inside was a small stage. Mr. James sat at a table with 2 other people. "Hello, Leo," he said. "Don't be nervous. Just show us what you can do." "What should I act?" I asked. "Anything you like. Show us your heart." I closed my eyes. I thought of my mother. I thought of the cold nights. I thought of my dreams. I began to act. I became a boy looking for his lost mother. I cried real tears. I called out, "Mama, where are you? I miss you so much." When I finished, the room was quiet. One lady wiped her eyes. Mr. James stood up. "Leo, that was beautiful. You have a gift." "Really?" I could not believe it. "Yes, we want to give you a chance. Can you come back next week?" Yes, thank you," I said. Mr. James became my teacher. He gave me a place to stay, a small room behind the theater. "This is yours," he said, "as long as you work hard." I had a real bed, a real blanket. I cried with happiness. Every day, I learned new things. How to speak clearly. How to move on stage. How to remember lines. How to show emotions. Other students had nice clothes and money, but Mr. James said, "Leo, you have something they don't have. You have lived these emotions. Use your pain. Turn it into art." I practiced every day, early in the morning, late at night. I wanted to be the best. Mrs. Mary from the library came to visit. She brought me books. "I always knew you were special," she said. "Keep going, Leo." After 3 months, Mr. James had news. "Leo, there's a play about a homeless boy. I think you're perfect for it." My heart beat fast. "A real play? With real people watching?" "Yes, but you must audition. Many boys want this part." I worked harder than ever. I practiced the lines until I knew them perfectly. The audition day came. 20 boys were there. They all looked confident. When my turn came, I walked on stage. The lights were bright. My legs shook. But then I remembered all my cold nights, all my hunger, all my dreams. I became that homeless boy because I was that boy. Every word came from my soul. When I finished, everyone was silent. Then the director stood up. "We found our boy," he said. "I got the part." I jumped up and down. I wished my mother could see me. The night of the first show, I was very nervous. What if I forgot my lines? What if people laughed? Mr. James came to my dressing room. "Leo, remember why you started. Remember that boy under the bridge who never gave up." I nodded. "I remember." "Then go show the world your story." I walked on stage. The lights were hot. The audience was dark. I could not see faces. I spoke my first line. "My name is Sam, and I am nobody." The words flowed. I was not acting. I was living. I was telling my truth. In one scene, I had to cry for my lost family. Real tears came. I thought of my mother. "Why did you leave me?" I cried on stage. But in my heart, I was asking my real mother. When the play ended, something amazing happened. The audience stood up. They clapped and clapped. I saw people crying. I saw them smiling. I had touched their hearts. Mr. James hugged me. "You did it, Leo. You're a real actor now." The play was successful. People wrote about it in newspapers. They called me the boy with the golden heart. But I did not forget my old life. Every Sunday, I went back to the streets. I brought food for my homeless friends. Old Tom was still there. When he saw me, he cried, "Our Leo is a star," he said. "I'm still just Leo," I said. "Your friend Leo." I started a program at the theater. Free acting classes for street children. I wanted to give them hope. One day, a little girl came. She was dirty and scared. Her name was Sophie. "Can I really learn to act?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "I was just like you. If I can do it, you can too." I taught her what Mr. James taught me. I saw the light grow in her eyes. 1 year later, I was performing in a new play. I was now 15. I had grown taller. I had clean clothes. But inside, I was still the same Leo. After one show, Mr. James came to me. His face was strange. "Leo, someone is here to see you." "Who?" I asked. "Just come." In the lobby, I saw a thin woman. She was sitting in a wheelchair. She looked familiar. When she saw me, she started crying. "Leo? My Leo?" It was my mother. I ran to her. I hugged her tight. "Mama, where were you?" "I was very sick," she said. "In the hospital far away. I could not contact you. I thought I lost you forever." "I thought I lost you," I cried. She touched my face. "Look at you, my boy, an actor. I read about you in the newspaper. Are you better now?" I asked. "I am getting better. Seeing you makes me strong." From that day, my mother came to live with me. I took care of her like she once took care of me. Years passed. I acted in many plays. Each one told a different story, but I put my heart in every role. Directors liked working with me. They said, "Leo doesn't just act. He lives the character." I saved money. I bought a small apartment. My mother and I finally had a real home. But I never forgot the bridge where I slept, the library where I dreamed, the streets that taught me to be strong. When I turned 18, I started a charity, Dreams from the Streets, helping homeless children find their talents. We gave them acting classes, art supplies, music lessons, hot meals, hope. Sophie, the little girl I taught, became our first success. She got a part of a children's play. When she performed, I cried with pride. "Thank you, Leo," she said. "You saved me." "No," I said. "You saved yourself. I just showed you the door." When I was 20, a famous director saw my play. His name was Mr. Roberto. "Leo," he said, "I want you in my movie. It's about a boy who overcomes everything." "That's my real story," I said. "I know. That's why I want you." Making a movie was different from plays. There were cameras everywhere. We did scenes many times. But I loved it. I put all my memories into the role. The cold nights became fuel for sad scenes. The hunger became motivation for desperate moments. The hope became light in dark scenes. When the movie came out, people loved it. They said it felt real because it was real. I won an award. Standing on that stage, holding the trophy, I thought about little Leo under the bridge. "This is for every child who thinks they are nobody," I said. "You are somebody. Never give up." One day, I got sad news. Old Tom, my homeless friend, was very sick. He was in the hospital. I rushed to see him. He looked so small in the white bed. "Leo," he whispered. "My boy, you came." "Of course I came. You're my family." He smiled weakly. "I'm proud of you. You did what we all dreamed." "You helped me," I said. "Your clapping gave me courage." "I have no family," Tom said. "But you were like my son." I held his hand. "You are my family, Tom." He passed away that night. But before he went, he said, "Keep shining, Leo, for all of us." At his funeral, I spoke about Tom, how he encouraged a scared boy, how kindness costs nothing but means everything. I created the Tom Award, given to people who support young dreamers. My success grew, but my heart stayed the same. I used my money to help others. I opened the Anna Center, named after my mother, free health care for the poor, the Tom Theater, where street children could learn arts, the Hope Kitchen, free meals every day. My mother helped run these places. She was healthy now and full of energy. "Leo," she said, "you turned our pain into purpose." Young actors came to me for advice. I always told them, "Don't hide your struggle. Use it. Your pain is your power. Your past is your strength." One boy asked, "But what if I fail?" "Then you try again," I said. I failed many times, but I never stopped trying. Today, I am 25. I have acted in many movies and plays. People know my name. But the most important thing is not fame. It's the children I help. It's the hope I spread. Every week, I visit the bridge where I used to sleep. I don't sleep there anymore, but I remember. I meet children living there. I tell them my story. I show them it's possible. I was you, I say. Cold, hungry, scared. But look at me now, not because I'm special, because I didn't give up. Their eyes light up, just like mine did when Mr. James believed in me. Sophie is now a successful actress too. She helps teach at our theater. Leo, she says, you started a chain of hope. No, I say. We continue it together. My mother watches our shows. She cries every time. My boy, she says, you took our broken pieces and built something beautiful. Late at night, I still look at the stars. The same stars I talked to when I was alone. Thank you, I whisper, for the hard times that made me strong, for the pain that taught me empathy, for the struggle that gave me purpose. I think about all the Leos out there, cold, scared, dreaming impossible dreams. To them, I say, your current situation is not your final destination. Your struggle is not your identity. Your dreams are not too big. You are not alone. Someone believes in you, even when you can't see them, even when you can't feel it. Keep going, keep dreaming, keep believing, because one day you'll be the one lifting others. You'll be the light in someone's darkness. The boy who slept under bridges now builds bridges for others. The boy who had nothing now gives everything. The boy who was nobody became somebody, not because of fame, but because he never forgot to care. And that's the greatest role I'll ever play. Being human, being kind, being hope for someone else. My name is Leo. I was a homeless boy. Now I am an actor. But most importantly, I am proof that dreams come true. Even for boys under bridges. Even for children with nothing. Even for you. Never give up.
Life lessons from Leo's journey. Your struggles are your strength, not your shame. Leo used his painful memories of homelessness to become a powerful actor, showing that our darkest moments can become our brightest light. One person's belief can change everything. Mr. James saw potential in a homeless boy performing on the street, proving that a single act of faith can transform a life forever. Never forget where you came from. Even after becoming famous, Leo returned to help street children every week, because true success means lifting others as you rise up. Hope is stronger than circumstances. Despite sleeping under bridges and losing his mother, Leo never stopped believing in his dreams, proving that hope can survive any storm. Thank you for joining Leo on his incredible journey from sleeping under bridges to lighting up movie screens. If this story inspired you and want to improve your English while discovering more powerful tales of hope and courage, please subscribe to Learn English Tales and ring the notification bell for weekly stories that will touch your heart.